Hi everyone. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Happy everything. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Okay. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you have planned a lot of things to do this Saturday, this weekend. How Tune has started. This is my month as a Libra. And we're going to invite soon Alessandra as soon as it comes online. So I have to wait Alessandra to come online, and so I can invite her, and we can start our interview. So here we go. Okay. No, actually, Alessandra, you have to ask me to be in the live so I can accept. Sorry, it has been a very difficult. Okay, we're waiting for Alessandra. Here we are. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, but I cannot see myself. Okay. Just a sec. Can you see me?
No, I see a wall.
Molto bene.
I think the camera is on the other side.
What about
Okay.
now? But I
Now
cannot
it's
see
good.
myself.
How? You should.
I don't know.
You should
Okay, let
see
me try
that.
it again.
Okay. Just go how to. Okay. Okay, we have technical issues, but we're getting there. So welcome to everybody who doesn't know. The Feminist Health blog is a blog created by Eunice and I. And Eunice is a Ghanaian Canadian specialist in public health. She lives in Canada. And we actually created this blog because we had the need to talk more about women health issues. And but we didn't want to just talk about technically to women health issues, but we want to talk about everything concerning women health. So that is why we invited Alessandra
Hello.
to talk about other factors, other like things that actually can influence women and their ability to choose what is important for themselves. So even about health.
Okay.
So to how I'll start. So Alessandra, hi, we are very good friends. Actually, it's like my family.
It's
For who
true.
doesn't know, she knows me since when I was born, and I wanted to talk with somebody that actually can embrace like the figure of a mother, of a woman, and of a professional. And the first person that came in my mind was Alessandra, because I know her journey, I know what she has done and what she's still doing, and I thought that you are the perfect example, embracing all these identities and
Well, thank you.
making through all these things in an amazing way. So I say, why
Oh,
not to talk with you and share your experiences, your journey in Italy, because we have to even to consider the fact that she's going to say what she experienced amongst Italy and UK, because she has
yeah,
been
I
she
will.
studied in the UK for a while, and so thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you, Ifoma. I really appreciate your invitation. For me, is actually I'm not usual to this kind of interview. I mean, I'm quite social, as you can see. You know
Yeah.
me very well. But when it comes to actually tell the story of my life, I'm a little bit shy. Actually, I'm more jealous because I mean, we going through a lot of things, so we know what is being black in Italy. So I
Definitely.
can tell you my experience, and honestly speaking, uh, don't expect from me a negative experience, honestly speaking, because things are changing since where we are born since now. So
Mhm.
is a different environment actually what we are living in this 2020, honestly speaking. So don't expect from me a negative answer, honestly
Mhm.
speaking. Um, I will be completely sincere with you.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like, and
Exactly.
that's as I say, everybody share their own experience. So I am definitely now we're going to see it, but I'm definitely happy if you had a very good experience. And this is even an opportunity to, on the other hand, to show another aspect of Italy that has been often described. Very discriminating that it is, but at the
It
same
is. It
time,
is. It is.
there are some stories like ours that can actually it's a proof that it's not always the same thing.
Exactly.
So starting, can you introduce yourself a little bit to the people
Yes.
that doesn't know you?
Okay. So
You?
for the people doesn't know me, hi, happy Saturday to everyone. I hope you're doing good. My name is Alessandra Oluwole Shikwade. I'm an Afro-Italian woman. My parents come from Nigeria, so I'm 100% Nigerian and 100% Italian. I not describe myself as a half and half. I'm 100, so 100% Italian and 100% Nigerian. I was born 38 years ago in 1982, and my parents actually came in Italy. They have a different story. So this is one of the things that I would like to share with you, that being in certain position is just about being lucky, and that's it. So my parents have a different story, very different of what you are actually seeing in the TV. So they didn't came as an immigrant. They didn't escape for any kind of war. They came to study. So late 1970, actually the National Ministry of Education of Nigeria, they gave them scholarship to came to Italy to study. That's mean that they were paid by the National Nigerian Education to study here in Italy. So completely a different story. So they were not escaped for any kind of war. My dad, for example, is coming from a very good family. My mom, she's coming from a humble family, but they have the chance and the opportunity to be well educated, get a scholarship. I came to Italy. That was in the late 70s. So completely different story. So what happened? They really enjoyed themselves. They actually, my mom and my dad, they used to tell me that they were earning money more than their own teacher. So they were dancing, doing party, study for sure, but they really enjoyed themselves in the late 70s here in Italy. So what happened then? There was not Netflix, no TV. So they ended up having babies. Okay, so I'm the first daughter of four, of four exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the I'm the oldest. I'm the big sister of four, and then they have to decide if continue studying or start to work, because at the end of the day they got the scholarship, but they were not more be able to continue with the whole school life, because it's not as me and you, Ifoma, that we have our parents here, so we were completely be able to study and focus on the study. So in the middle of their own scholar career, they have me. So they then decide to stop the scholarship and to remain here in Italy. And this is how they've been here now for more than 40 years ago. So they are actually 100% Nigeria, and now also, I would say, 60% Italian as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you do now, like as a work? Like, what do you
Okay, I have a background in the pharmaceutical environment, so I've been working always from in a pharmaceutical company. I start my career that was in Pharma Progress, and then I moved to Angelini. But
Mhm.
before in terms of my, let's say, scholar background, okay, I have a master degree of science at King's College in London. That's why, if I was mentioning my life that I did in London as well. So I did my master degree of science after a bachelor here in Italy at King's College in London.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a master in management and marketing, in pharmaceutical management and marketing. That's why I moved from the lab to the commercial part of the pharmaceutical company. And this is the most lovely part of my job, because it gives me the chance, honestly speaking, to be involved with different type of people, because I'm working at international level. So looking, just to give you a brief overview of what I'm doing, I'm working in a pharmaceutical company focused in women health, and I'm looking for distributor worldwide. So I'm looking for licensee and distributor at worldwide level. So I'm dealing from the English people to the South African, to the South American, to the people coming from the GCC countries. So I'm really working at worldwide level.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives me the chance and the opportunity to develop my my 360-degree culture. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I even think, I don't know, you're going to tell me, like, you definitely have a very great career. Like, even you had, I mean, your background, you have the opportunity to go to London to see even to another country, another environment, and you say that you maybe you have a little different stories from other migrant children, that your parents actually came to Italy for studying, and they had you, but you actually had kind of youth different from the other. Like, I'm not saying that you didn't have struggles, but you always had you
True.
always been in a very good, let me say, good family and education environment. But as I said, you're Afro-Italian, you're 100% Nigeria, you're 100% Italian, and how this actually influenced your workplace? Like, did you find any difficulties because of being Black, or being African origin, or was actually another, like, was good for you? You have a good experience. How was it?
In this situation as well, I can tell you a good experience, a positive experience. I don't know that if is because of my character. I mean, I think that some of the people, when they see me, they don't see the black face. They see me. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you know me, Ifoma. Maybe that's why it's so difficult to express myself, because you know me. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. So even in the chance I have the opportunity to do some job interview, they ended up well, because I always express myself on 360 degrees. So they see me. They don't see that I'm black, and maybe they can find a problem
Mhm.
of
But
being black.
do you think that is even because you normally have to interact with people from abroad, like, not
Yes, for
like
sure.
you say, especially in your
Yeah.
last
Okay.
your work is
Yeah. Yeah.
because
For sure, working at international level
hmm
is a plus, because when I started my career, I was working in a lab. Okay,
hmm
so and that was like 2 years. It was I was substitute a maternity leave, so I knew that was going to end at the end of the day. Okay, and then when I did my master in management, pharmaceutical management and marketing, they called me for an interview at
hmm
Patheon, that is actually a multinational company. Okay, so they were looking for. In the beginning, actually, I was supposed to do like product manager, and
okay.
then when I did my interview, what was my actually boss, he saw that I was having this kind of communication skill.
Okay.
And so he moved it from the project manager to the business manager, even though I do not having any idea of the type of job I was going
Okay.
to do. Exactly. Because he said that I have this kind of making business with company, with people, is not only about money. Is always in the beginning about empathy. So you need to actually fix a relationship, okay, with the other person. Then the business will come. It might come or will not come, but having a empathy in the beginning is one of the most important thing. And apparently, what they say that I have this kind of soft
I
skill.
believe it. I
So,
definitely believe it.
so they moved me from the technical, let's say the technical job to the business job. So, as you said, having the chance to work at international level maybe did not stop seeing me the black face, because I think that we Afro-Italian, since we have two culture, you know what I mean? We are more open.
Minded. Definitely.
Exactly.
I totally
So for
agree
us, it's
with
a
you that.
plus.
Yeah, I totally agree with you with that. And I I I myself I've been to UK last 2 years. It's almost last 2 years, and I've totally seen the difference. How, of course, UK has a different history about colonization and whatever, immigration and everything. So sometimes actually, because even that they have like problem discrimination everywhere, you have problem discrimination. But I could actually tell that I had less, let's say, embarrassed situation of like the question, where are you from, like touching my hair or other stuff, compared to Italy. I could feel like the difference. And so that's why I ask you, I thought that maybe even your role as an international level made the difference your experiences at work.
That's for
um,
sure. For
yeah.
sure. I
If
can tell you.
I didn't tell, like, but if you have any questions, there's kind of sign question sign that you can put the question if you want, and I'm going to save the video. So for those that cannot follow the entire interview, I'm going to save the video so you can watch it later. So, well, I mean, I think you, as I said, you're kind of an example of what is like a consistency, studying hard, working hard for what you do, and you actually, at the moment, you achieved a very amazing role in your work field, and you can achieve it more. I'm sure about that.
Amen.
But I don't know, as maybe somebody have find out from the poster of the interview, you are mother of a beautiful son called Leonardo.
Leonardo.
That's it's even my son.
Exactly.
I feel like it's even my son,
It
and
is.
and something that the feminist health block I've talked about a lot is the situation, like the importance for women to have the same rights as a worker, especially when you are on pregnancy, especially when you have to go on maternity leave. And this is because there are a lot of studies, unfortunately, that say that, for example, the page gap, so the difference that has a women earn compared to men, is because even of more women want to become a mother, and they they have to work as a part-time job, and so they earn less compared to men. And they say that this is not supposed to be like a must, but like companies actually can work on it to allow to women actually to work at the same level of men, even if they are on maternity leave or even if they have a family and other things. So I want you to let us know how was your own experience, because
Okay.
when I remember that when you were pregnant for Leonardo, you were actually working in Monza in a very big company.
Exactly. Yes,
And
exactly.
so I want to know, how did you manage this situation, the decision that you made that actually wasn't a very simple decision to make. And
No.
so how was the situation there? How did you manage?
Okay, so first of all, the discrimination of women in the world of work is actually, unfortunately, is a must, apparently.
Mm.
Okay, so apart from that, even in this situation, Ifoma, maybe because I really believe that God is on my side in this case, I
Amen.
was really lucky because when I got pregnant, as you said, I was working in Patheon, this multinational company that is in Monza. And I was working there for just 2 years, okay? And my husband was living here in Ancona, and he was having a stable job here in Ancona. So I was not having my period, and I was a little bit um, worried about because I thought that if it's going to happen, I need to change a lot of things. I cannot move from Monza to Ancona because I don't want to not lose my job, but I was really worried because it was just 2 years of work and then I got pregnant. And you know how, as I told you, the discrimination of mother and being a motherhood is, I don't know how, but is a must. I think it's something related to the past, okay? So what happened? Okay, I did the test and I was pregnant, apparently. So, and I don't know how it's gonna be the pregnancy. That maybe that's why I was a little bit brave. And I said to Corrado, like, listen, I'm pregnant. I will wait for the first 3 months, and then I will talk. I will with my manager, and let's see what is gonna happen. But until I'm feeling well, I want to stay in Monza, even though you're staying Ancona and will be not easy. But if I feel that I'm not be able to stay in Monza, I will just take my house and move to Ancona. But give me the chance to be able to work in Monza because I don't want not lose the job, but because I was not entitled to lose the job. But you know, after no less than 2 years, it was just 1.5 years I was working in Patheon and then I got pregnant. So I want to show to the company that I was be able, even though I was pregnant, far away from my family, that was be able to still be a business development manager. So then after 3 months, I still remember, I went to the office of my boss and I told him that, Andrea, I need to talk to you. And he said, okay, but you know, we have just 2 minutes left. And I said, okay, sit down, I'm pregnant. And he got shocked. So and was a little bit shocked in the beginning. So, and he looked at me, asking me, but why are you worried? And I was like, well, I've been working in this company for 1.5 years. And he told me like, sorry, but did you see the member of your team? Because the 80% of my team, they were all women. So do you think I have a problem?
It's actually a nice thing, and I think it's a kind of an exception for like
Exactly,
for this kind of
exactly.
field of work. I'm saying
Exactly. So that's why he said, I don't have any problem with the motherhood. If I have problem with the motherhood, I would just enroll only men. So just imagine that in my group.
Claps to Andrea.
Yes, ciao Andrea, if you see me. And honestly speaking, I spent a nice pregnancy. I had the team that was with me, the business development team and the project manager team. They were really taking care of me. And also the general manager. I was looking at the general manager. My previous general manager is a woman. And under her, she has now up to date more than 1,000 people that work in that company. And she's the general manager. So I take her also as an example. When she called me, like, I knew that you are pregnant, how do you feel? And I said, well, Simona, it's okay, but I don't know what is going to happen next. And she told me that, listen, did you see me? You don't have any problem. And she's a single mother because she got divorced with 2 young kids, and she's a general manager, sorry. So I have a lot of example in front of me. Men, like my boss, that he didn't have any problem with the motherhood, and my general manager, that she's a woman.
Well,
so I was lucky even in this case. And then God was on my side because I took all the maternity leave that was entitled to. I did also 1 year of maternity leave, but unpaid maternity leave. And then at some point, I need to decide what to do in my job career. So, and then God was on my side. I found a job here in Ancona working for an Italian company that was open an affiliate here in Ancona. So I was
Mhm.
really, really lucky for my, in this case. So I will say that I have the time to enjoy my motherhood with my son for on his first 2 years of life, and then I have the chance to go back to my career because first of all, I'm Alessandro Luguole, and then I'm the other rest, like mother, wife, friend. But I cannot live without being also a manager. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my job. I love what
Yeah.
I do. I sacrificed a lot. Also, as a couple, I have a husband that is amazing. We've been together since the past 70 years. And when I also decide to travel to go to London to do my master degree of science, we were already together for 5 or 6 years, and he's older than me. So, but he put my career first because he said I did what I supposed to do in my career. So this is your turn. So you have to be whatever you wanted to do. Okay. And that's why he gave me, not that he gave me the chance, but he's actually supported me in when I did my study in London, because that was 3 years in London. And we've been
I
together since the
remember.
past 7 years. So, and then I moved to Monza, and then, you know, he supported me a lot. So having a man like Corrado is, sorry, Corrado, not Corrado, uh, is one of the best things that what it can happen in my life. Having a man that supported me 100% in 360 degree, Alessandra.
Is he there that is listening and is clapping with you?
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you for this all these words, because actually you took like some very important points, and the first is like to unfortunately we still have in a society that to be a woman sometimes in such a field work you are already like in difficulty compared to men, and because of our biological capacity of having a child. And so you and we shouldn't is very, I'll say, like sad in one way, that we should, that if it happens you should feel worried that you're going to
Exactly.
lose the job, what you're going to do, when it's something should be natural and you should be happy about it. And you should know that your companies, your work is 100% on the
Ifama,
back.
just a second. Let me wear my earphone because I cannot hear you properly.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just a second.
And as I said, we're going to save the live in the Feminist Health blog page.
Okay, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well now.
Okay. So I was saying that you touched some very good points, and the first the fact that being a woman make you already on difficulty, and it's a sad in one way that you had to feel worried at the beginning,
Exactly.
because we should have we should have the possibility to know that our company, our co-workers, our boss is 100% on our back, whatever we are going to face. And it's
Exactly.
not always like that. And I'm so happy to hear your story that instead you had your boss and the manager, that they were like 100% on your back and say like, you have to live this experience of your life that is beautiful, and whatever happens you're going to be, if you want, you can stand here, because they see you
Exactly.
as your capacities as a professional, that you're a good worker, so they don't have any other reason to um, make you lose the job because you're going to be a mother. And
Exactly.
another point that you touched that is a very important is a corrado. And because as I said, and as many people say, that even men should be more feminist to understand our needs, understand what we sometimes as women we facing, and so to have the courage sometimes, or let me say, to just helping us, to just support us, as you said. And this is another aspect that is very important, and that not all men normally does, because they maybe would they only think about, oh, just come here, just take care of the child or whatever. And that's no, instead you say, like, you have to work on your own life and career, and we're going to face
Period.
this together, because this is supposed to be
Period.
a couple. This is supposed
And
to
that
be
is on period.
serious.
Okay?
And another thing important, that if not your sister is going to show us, is like, as I said, Alessandra is the eldest of four sisters, and I think this is even another important thing, because to even I feel like even for you to be kind of a model for your younger sisters to
Yes.
I know is even to and at the same time your I think your relations with them, like you're kind of like their second mother for them. So I think even that one is very important, and it's not even easy. And so I think you really like embrace a lot of things that
Thank
people
you.
can be actually
Oh,
inspired. Yeah,
thank
of
you.
course. I am
Thank you.
inspired too. Like, I mean,
Oh, come on.
it's not
Stop.
easy. Yeah, it's not easy to do all these things in a good way, with all the struggles and the difficulties. But I like see you now. I believe like you're really like you are really an inspiration for all
Thank you.
African women here at this moment.
Do
So
you want to make me cry? Come on, stop that. I hate you at this moment. By the way, thank you.
yeah,
I'm really happy. Thank you for the word you just. I'm getting emotional. If I can you imagine? But by the way, thank you for the word you just spent to me. When you say that a kind of inspiration for me is like, okay, so even though I make some mistake in the past, that's mean that at the age of 38, I can still be an inspiration for my sister, for you that you are my sister, for my brothers, and for me as one of the most important thing, because I'm the big sister. So this is what the big sister supposed to be. So I'm really happy that you say this kind of word to me, and I know that my sister are all connected. Oh, I love them. I love you. And when I say my sister, I'm not only saying the blood sister. You know who I'm talking about. So
yeah,
if I
definitely.
can be any source of inspiration for you, I'm just really happy. Really
Yeah,
happy.
you are. I told you so. You
Thank
definitely
you.
are. And instead, back to more like a healthy topic, like more connected healthy topic.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like how was your experience with your medical doctors, especially the gynecologist? I would like to know, talking about women health. Like,
Do you really want to know if I'm
no, I want to know if you
I
had
told you
any.
that I'm really lucky. I had two gynecologists that was taking care of me.
Hmm.
One in Monza and one in Ancona. The
Okay.
one in Monza studied with the one in Ancona. I didn't know that. It just came out when I went to the emergency. I went to the emergency because I was bleeding a little bit. So
Hmm.
while the gynecology that was in on shift that day was actually filling my data on the form, he realized that we're coming from Ancona. So he just ended up asking me, so where are you from? I said, from Ancona. So what are you doing in Monza? Well, I'm working. Oh, really? So who is your gynecology in Ancona? I was like, well, the Dottoressa Judith
And she was like, really? We studied together. We did the specialization together. I said, okay, do you have a place for me? I will be your patient. So even this case, I experienced my Italian gene and my African gene. So I was
Yeah.
completely in a safety hand. I
Yeah.
didn't see any kind of different. And you know Judy Savoeda, so
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
our
To let the people understand, Judith is she's African gynecologist that she studied in
exactly.
Italy, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she
did. She
studied
did.
in Italy. And something else I was about to ask, and this came out to Alessandra, if like she would have like at the end she has been followed from a black woman, but would it make you any difference if it was a white woman, or you think like being followed with Judy was better, or
Okay, for sure, having Judith as a woman, as an African woman, he knows some kind of, I don't know, Nigerian African way to do, woman way to do things. But since I was born in Italy, I don't have this kind of shame. You know what I'm talking about. So I will feel so confident with my Italian gynecology in Monza. And for sure, having Judy is like having an auntie, a mother with me. So I was completely in a safety hand. Even when I was during my, when I was delivering my baby, the anesthesiologist was an African as well.
okay,
He did my,
well, okay,
yes,
all the
yes.
brothers
So
in the house.
exactly, everyone is in the house. So honestly, Judith was with me. The anesthesiologist was with me, and he's a friend of mine. I did not
Okay.
realize until I had my baby and I was a little bit more relaxed. I realized I know him. So
Okay.
I was completely in a safety hand. And you know, when you are a patient, the only important thing for you is to be safe.
Yeah.
And you just need to pray that the hand that is taking care of you is really care about you. And that's it, black and white, yellow or not. I don't mind in that
Yeah.
case. I was just thinking about my baby and be safe for myself and my baby. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I want to explain a little bit. I ask this question because there are some studies where they say
it's true.
they're actually trying to analyze the different factors on how to have the best outcomes from patients. And for some patients, especially, that's why it's a little bit different from us, because we are actually Italian, so we are born here, grew up here, so we don't focus on some kind of aspects of
Thank you.
this so I say we don't really I don't say care about at all, but we don't really focus on this aspect a lot. But for example, for women that comes from another countries, or that are from very different backgrounds, like even in the religion
It's true.
aspects of ethnic aspects. For example, there are a lot of studies say that Muslim women prefer to be treated by women
Exactly.
compared to men.
It's
And
true.
there are even some African women that they wanted to be treated by other African doctors. I experienced this on myself because I've been
Okay.
working for some camp where migrants were there, and that I saw like the difference how they interact with me compared to my colleague. But at the same time, I assure myself, and I even talk with them, that they have to trust me and my colleague as the same level,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I told them, like, we work together, we talk, we say all the things. So the things that you say to me, he knows, because if I'm not able to come to visit you, he has to come.
It's
So
true.
we have to end, but there are actually some factors that for somebody are important. So, and it is important to evaluate even them.
Yeah.
And because at the end of the day, we are kind of service, so we have to service the patient. So if the
It's
patient
true.
say that he wants a woman, and then if it's possible, we
You
have
get
to
a woman.
allow them to have it. So because at the end, as you say, the most important thing for you was to have the baby, and then the most
It's
important thing for the person is to be taking care of him. So
exactly. And as I told you in the beginning, is for us is completely different because we were born here. So we
Exactly.
don't have that kind of, let me just take it very little, that malice
Yeah.
in preferring a women doctor, a Nigerian doctor if I'm African, and blah, blah, blah. I
Mhm.
was born here. I had the chance to have a medical doctor, men in Monza, and the Africa woman doctor in Ancona. So I had the complete service,
Yes,
okay?
really.
And I didn't never thought, never in a minute that I would prefer to have a man or a woman because, as you said, we were born here, so we don't have that kind of African, very, very deep culture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yes.
but yes, there is this kind of situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens even, I think, in the Italy in the past that some women they will prefer to
Oh,
have
yeah, but
a women doctor. Is related to the. It has a really far background. I don't think it's just related to Africa whatsoever. It's related to culture, to
I
this
tell you
kind
that
of masculist culture.
yeah, I tell you that it's still like happening now. For example, um, who doesn't know? Before I entered medicine, I did 1 year as a radiology technician. So the specific person that does all the radiology exams and everything. And so, actually the radiology technician does even the mammography. Okay. And when I was doing the practice in the hospital, so there was a period of time that we went to learn how to do the mammography, and we were only women. And I told them, like, why boys are not doing it? And they say that they've done studies and a questionnaire where they were asking the women if they would prefer to have men or women. They don't care to have men and women, and most of the women say that they want women. And I was kind of shocked, and I talked with my male colleagues at that time that we were studying together, and they were like angry because they would say like, this is a work, and you is actually you not allow me to learn something that I am paying for because I'm paying
Exactly.
taxes, and actually
Exactly.
I might be in a place that they don't care if it's a man or a woman, but I need to know how is it done, even practically. And but they say that actually this one is common in most of the Italian hospitals, and is a very and the prominent the fact that they didn't choose they didn't it's not the school that choose it, but they ask to the patients, and and the patients said like no, they prefer, because I know it's a very delicate exam, because I don't know if you know, but you have to put your breast amongst two
Yeah.
things. So you have to kind of
Press
massage
it.
the breast
Exactly.
to be as flat as possible, so that the exam can show very well the breast gland. So I can understand that can be a little bit embarrassing, but at the same time, I remember a lot of people, a lot of women, that most of the gynecologists, the Italian gynecologists, are men.
Thank you.
And they don't do they don't only caress you and they're just watching, they actually
Exactly.
do things under there.
Exactly.
so, so really, I don't know, maybe because you just lay down, you don't see what is happening, it doesn't really come to your mind, you don't feel so embarrassed. I don't
Well,
know. I don't know, but there's this situation that really sometimes when I think about it, is like wow, like um, I don't really even care. But maybe things will change with our generation, that
hopefully.
we don't really focus
I
on
really
these
hope.
things. And
Yeah.
but now there's this kind of difference on choosing male or female worker.
I really hope in a good future of the new generation, and everything is started from home, from the table, from when you are spending the dinner or the lunch together. Everything starts from there. So we need to let them be free to
Definitely,
experience everything.
definitely.
Because if you're if you just in the beginning let them see the differences, they will see it for the rest of life. They don't have to see the differences. They don't have to differentiate their own self. They have to be able to choose what they wanted to do and what they wanted to be. And everything is started from home. Capito, genitori? Everything started from home.
Definitely.
Okay?
Education is the key. Education is
Exactly.
the key.
Exactly.
And how do you like? We're talking for quite, so for who have followed us for quite have seen like the Alessandra has a woman, Alessandra has a professional, Alessandra has a mother, Alessandra has a the elder sister. So definitely a lot of Alessandras, a lot of identities that are different from one another, but at the same time are the same person. So
Yeah.
how do you balance all these aspects of your life? Because I mean, it shouldn't be easy in some way, but maybe I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think you mentioned a lot of Alessandra. Yeah, and that are my balance. I cannot live without any of those Alessandra. Of course, you have some priority. So at some point of my career, I need to put myself one down, okay, on respect of my son, okay, because I need to take care of my son. And then, no, I don't want to say one down. I need to put myself as a mother. My priority was my son, and it's still my priority. So I prefer to take care of him for the first 2 years of life. But then at some point, I need to go back to my work, because that is one of Alessandra as well. It's one of the aspects of my character. I'm a manager. I'm in career. I really look into be someone in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm also that aspect. I'm a sister. I cannot live without being a sister. My sister, being a big sister, my junior sister, I can mention a lot of sisters that I have in my life. They are part of my life. So I cannot be Alessandra without being a big sister to the other. Okay. I'm a wife also. So I don't think I have a balance. This is my balance. Okay. So I'm all this Alessandra, and Alessandra cannot exist without those Alessandra. So everything is about priority, but never forget that we are individual. So we were born lonely. Okay. We are not dependent on anyone. Listen to me, women. We are not depending on anyone. Okay. We are individual. We are unique. We are special. We are women. You know what I mean? Being a woman, we can deal with 100 things to do and take it at home 99 successfully. Okay. This is one of exactly. This is what we are. Okay. So we are unique. We are not depending on anyone. We have a priority. My son is depending on me. I'm not depending on my son, because one day my son will grow up in the name of Jesus and he will leave my house.
And the lesser will cry.
Exactly.
And the Hansel lesser will cry.
You cry. Exactly. But this is just to say that we are unique. We cannot depend on anyone. That's why my balance is being the sister, the wife, the mother, the manager as well. I cannot live without being one of those. I cannot just decide to leave everything just to be a mother. I'm sorry, Leonardo. I'm sorry.
You will understand.
I am.
We will definitely understand.
I am sorry. Your mom, she still sad. Do you see the highlighter? Okay, so I still need
to definitely understand, and you
exactly
be so proud of to have a mother like that. So
because he needs to know that one day he might find a woman that maybe will be a woman in career. So having a mother that is a lot of Alessandra. So sometime mama is going to travel, is doing business trip, maybe for a while. He knows. So he's not going to be shocked the way he's going to find a woman that will be, oh, you know what, I'm a boss. I'm going to Los Angeles for 2 weeks. I'm coming back. No problem. Take care of the home. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. I mean, he's not going to be shocked because he knows that he's coming from a family. When mama, sometime, he has to do business trip. Because I always say to my son, anytime I'm flying, listen, do you know all these training automas that you have in your room? Yeah, you know that. Okay, mom needs to fly, goes to do some job and come back so that she will still be able to buy you training automas. So he knows that I'm doing work, that I'm not joking when I'm traveling and stay far away from home, because I'm touching every part of the world. Not now because of the COVID though, but it is.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, definitely.
So they need to grow up with the idea that the mom is not the one that stay at home cooking, doing the dishes, washing plate, washing floor, and that's it. I'm not Cinderella for anyone. So he knows which kind of mother he has. He knows. And he needs to know.
Definitely. Education is the key. Talking with
everything.
Talking with the children is the key. So you definitely give us some speech. You
yes,
definitely
baby.
give us some speech that I hope that all of you that were listening, you note down all the top, all the points. I will do after when I'm saying it. I will just note down everything, and no, definitely really thank you for these words because it's true. It's true that we have to remember that we are individuals and that we, first of all, we have to make sure that we can make it by ourselves. Because no, everybody, you will not have everybody that will help you and can actually help you. Because sometimes,
exactly.
Even the fact that I don't want to help you, that maybe the help that the person wants to give you is not the one that you needed. So is very, very important, the things that you said, and thank you for make it to share it with us.
Thank you.
Well, it remains 8 minutes, so
okay.
I will ask you my last question that is more like, give us the light. I mean, you already said a lot of things to us that I think you have to do a lesson. Like you have to do some, put it on a lesson. But sorry, I choked.
COVID is there. It's getting real.
I mean, as I said, you have achieved a lot of things in your life, and you will achieve even more. I'm sure about
Amen.
that.
Amen.
Do you have a suggestion? Because I said you give us so many points.
Okay. Yes.
Many points of reflection, and but do you have other things that you want to tell to all the women, young women outside?
Yeah. What I can tell you, what I can tell you, what I experienced in my life, that first of all, being a woman is not easy. I thought that when we were touching the year 2000, things that would just turn upside down. We were all being equal. There would not be any races, no word. It's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen tomorrow. But at the same time, we need to take care of ourselves. Okay, we need to when we look ourselves in the mirror, we need to think that we have a crown put on top of our head every day. Okay, because we are a special creature. There's no point. I mean, we are a special human being, we women. I'm talking about women, huh? Don't be. I'm not saying that men are not, but
no.
now I'm focused to women because I know the women that are online in this moment. So you need to really think that you are unique. Okay, a special creature. It's not easy being a woman. And it's not easy also being a black woman. Okay, in Italy, and I think being a black woman in any part of the world is not easy. Even in Africa, it's not easy as well.
Yeah,
exactly. But we need to think that we are really, really a special creature. That Honestly, when I say that if we have 100 things to do and we can actually take it at home 99 successfully, because we can do that. We are be able to stand on our feet by ourselves. Okay, now imagine that now we are having the chance to give birth, and you have an entire team of medical doctors surrounding you. In the past, we were giving birth alone. Alone. Having a baby alone. I had a baby.
Yeah,
And the suffering is there, okay? And I was having all the team surrounding me, obstetrician, midwife, and gynecologist. In the past, we were giving birth alone.
yeah.
So that means that we are really strong human being, okay? We don't need anyone. I'm not saying that you don't need med. No.
No.
You are 100. If you have a husband or a fiancé, he needs to be 100, and together you need to make 1,000. You are not 50 parts of anyone. You are not a half of a half full of anyone. You're not that tu sei la mia parte mancante. You are 100%. A te non te manca niente. Ok? Non ti manca niente. So you need to think that you are unique. You can stand on your feet, and anyone that is coming in your life is just a plus. Period.
Amen. Oh,
That's it.
amen. That was a very amazing conclusion, and definitely I really believe that the people that have listened to the entire interview and are going to watch it later, they will feel like I'm feeling like inspired, and really we want to thank you, because even Eunice, she'll probably watch it later because she's from Canada, so I think she's about to get it up now.
Yeah.
So we want to really thank you for your time, your
Thank you, Fama,
words,
for the invitation.
your words, and your kindness, and everything that you do and you're doing to all the people around you. And
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck, because
Same to you. Same to you.
thank you, because you deserve it. And as I said, I'm going to save the live on the Feminist Health blog page. So for any of you that didn't see from the beginning, you can watch it, and you can still send messages to me, or even to Alessandra, if there's anything you would like to know more about her job or what she does and everything. You can feel free. I think I can say it, Alessandra.
Yeah.
You can feel free to DM us and tell us anything if you want to know more about rather our work or her experience. So
Let me tell you something.
yeah.
You know this woman over there? She's a doctor. She's a medical doctor. She's a blogger. She's a fitness woman. She's amazing. She's my junior sister. So you better follow. You better follow. She's a doctor. She's a medical doctor. Okay. Did you see the black woman over there? Yes, she is. So you better follow. You better follow the blog. You better follow her on Instagram, because she's really amazing. She's my junior sister, and she's amazing. She's done a lot for our community, for our black women community. So you better follow. You better follow.
Thank you so much, Alessandro. Thank you so much. So have a nice Saturday, and
I love you.
Conrad and Leo for me. We will see
I
very
will.
soon.
Thanks a lot, Ifoma. I really, really love you, and I really, really appreciate what you did today. Really.
For me too.
You know what I'm talking about.
Definitely.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Allora, sì.